To our Drive Safe campaign now, and road safety is a combination of many factors, from discipline of motorists, care on the part of pedestrians, and quality infrastructure. Whilst Ghana has a huge infrastructure deficit, the growing incidence of faded or no road markings on major roads across the country is a great source of concern for drivers. Some of them who spoke to Joy News say the situation makes driving, especially at night, difficult. They want the roads marked to reduce road accidents. Samuel Mbura has more in this report.
Driving at night comes with several challenges given the poorly lit nature of our roads. But the situation is compounded by the absence of road markings that would help drivers stay on course. Some commercial drivers tell Joy News most of the accidents recorded on our roads are as a result of drivers veering off their lanes, especially on single carriageways. For them, the fight against indiscipline will not yield the expected results if this issue is not addressed.
Marking at the road, if it is fade, is hardly for you to see, identify your other vehicle at your side. So if it is not well organized at the road, it is difficult for you to drive at the night.
I know what they are so what me cause a bit unam and no doing channels on them lame or maybe on them to Timba Woody and Oban Swab and so on.
I'm very worried because most of our road doesn't have street lights.
Let's speak to road construction consultant, engineer Abdullahi Mahama. He joins us on Zoom. Mr. Mahama, thank you for joining us here on Joy News Prime. So from a very layman's perspective, I know that road markings are basic when it comes to road construction, but are there some roads that are allowed to go without markings? For instance, those in the inner cities?
Well, I'll say a good evening to your viewers. All roads in the country or anywhere else are supposed to be marked. So there's no classification as to whether it's a highway or a trunk road or a local road, maybe a community road. All of them are supposed to be marked because that defines the carriageway of every vehicle in contraflow or on the same carriageway. If you have a two-lane dualization or dual road, the road marking would not distinguish where the inner road, the inner carriageway is supposed to be, and then outer carriageway, and then the shoulder. So no road should be constructed without the what we call one of the ancillary or furniture, road furniture, which is the line markings and guardrails and other components that demarcate the furniture.
And I asked this question because I see a lot of them coming up where you have, some asphalting done in the inner cities and it is left unmarked. But is there a period for the roads that are marked? Is there a period for regular, or routine works to be done in order to keep the lines in check?
Well, I wouldn't say it is just regular. I have some of the roads that I actually participated in. If you look at the Pantine, Oyarifa to Ebri to Manfi Road, when we completed the road in 2006 and 2007, there were two lots from Peduasa Lodge all the way to Manfi was the first lot in 2006. And that road has been marked from 2006 and it's about 70 to 80% still visible. And then the other one is the down level at Pantine to Peduasa Lodge. Now, I've seen a lot of roads within the capital, highway, urban roads, feeder roads, which have received the line marking. And unfortunately, in a matter of a year or 2 or 3 maximum, they fade away. So if some of the roads have stayed for more than 15 years, the line marking itself, and they have not faded, I think that we have to question the type of material, the paint, and then the glass beads that are used for the line markings. So an example, let's say a subcontractor who is into line markings quotes a rate of maybe 1 meter for 4 cities, and that stays for more than 15 years, or let's say 10 years average. And another contractor quotes for like 2 cities. And every 2 years or 1 year, you have to go and do a line marking again. We have to ask questions and look at the integrity of the road furniture itself. Malang Kaswa stretch is one of the most dangerous areas, especially in the evenings. And if I may not be mistaken, over the past 6 years, I've seen about 3 times of the landmarking applied on the road. So what is happening? Somebody ought to be checking after the landmarking is done, how long does it stay? They have to check the material that is used. There are 2 components, the paint and then the bits. The bits reflect when you throw the light on them. And it's an effective way of communicating, a continuous way of communicating with the driver or the motorist, especially the first-time user on most of the roads which have a lot of curves or potential black spots.
Okay. Engineer Mahama, thank you for your time. We've been speaking to the National Road Safety Authority. They say they would urge the institution, that's Urban Roads, to move to those areas where the lines are faded or do not exist at all in order to fix the situation. This is Johnny's Prime with me and the Spirit.